Hello, Cavemen fans, and welcome back to the Cave. Tonight, we have a game, again, Mishawaka Cavemen versus the Elkhart Lions. I'm Cam Stokes, and I'm here with Vanna Saylor. First tonight, before the stream, we'll be playing the Indiana IHSAA Commissioner's Corner.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, last Friday night, opening night for high school football, weather was great, crowds were huge, seemed like all in all a tremendous night.
Oh, it was, Coach. I mean, it was the first chapter in the high school football story for this year, and it was. I mean, we received a lot of information back. Our staff was out across the state watching games, and, you know, it's that time-honored tradition that local community does every year when it turns the lights on for the first football game, and people showed up. And as the teams, they say, then they showed out. We're still a few weeks away from knowing who's going to be, you know, really good and who's got a good chance of making it to Lucas Oil Stadium, the home of the Colts. But, again, it was just a phenomenal night.
One of those nights where two number ones go down to defeat. Not something that happens very often, but we have to underscore the fact that it is the first week. There's some really good football teams, and coaches still aren't really sure exactly where they are and what they have. And that's why we talk about that concept of making improvement from game one to game two as being one of the most important weekends of the year.
Oh, that's exactly right. You know, I have a brother that's an assistant coach down in southern Indiana at the old alma mater, North Posey, and you know and they won their football game, but that staff immediately went to work when that game was over with that night, dissecting film, communicating. Then they got their kids in, looked at them on Saturday, got them all, make sure that all their health checks were done. But then they went right back to work in the coach's office on Sunday, and they're putting together a game plan, finding ways that they can improve. You know, and it was just that effort made, and you know, it's incredible the amount of work, but the passion our adults have in working with our student athletes and trying to give them the best possible opportunity to win a football game and succeed on the field and meet their goals.
We're talking with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, something that I paid attention to, and I know you do, but the weather was great, which meant you had big crowds. And the importance of that is hard to underscore, hard to state for people. You know, you're financing an entire athletic program oftentimes off what the revenue from football is. So the better the weather, the more tickets you sell, the more money you make. Those tickets are incredibly important for you to support the student athletes in your community. And we're hopeful that we can have similar weather throughout this football season.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we want to, you know, we're chasing a little heat this week to make sure we keep our kids hydrated and following proper protocols. But, you know, it's going to cool down a little bit towards the end of the week. And, yeah, it is so important for people just to show up and go watch a football game and support. And it doesn't have to be football. It can be anything that's going on at the high school that week, whether it be volleyball or boys or girls soccer. And it's just the purity of high school students participating for their school. And you got to get out there and watch them. And it's fun to watch the game, but it's really about providing resources for schools to develop kids that are going to give back to their communities in many ways through the rest of their lives. And it's just so important. And it all starts with going out and watching the game.
We also have, obviously, our fall sports in full swing. It's a great time of the year, and it's fantastic to be on these campuses of our schools watching and being a part of what's happening with the fall sports programs.
Absolutely, Coach. I enjoy it so much to get out there and watch what goes on in these communities. And, again, it's part of the fabric of this great state and the state of Indiana, because an education-based athletic system still matters here. And not all the states across this country can say that.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. This is our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Get out to a ball game, support the student athletes in your community, and make sure Sportsmanship is your number one goal. Do it and do it the right way. Commissioner, great to spend time with you. As always, have a great weekend.
Thanks, Coach, and thank you for promoting this great sporting world of Indiana across your radio network.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
And that was your Commissioner's Corner for this week. Right now, we have a special message from Elkhart's head coach, Jacqueline Ross.
We are returning several players with significant varsity experience, including senior OPP, Kimmy Gorman, senior MH, Ashanti Bonner, and senior DS, Avery Curry, as well as junior setter, Ava Pollock, and sophomore OH/setter, Riley Drummond. In addition, we are grateful to have legitimate depth this year in every position, which will not only help us throughout every season, but will be an internal motivator at practices. Natural athleticism is improved in physical strength, coupled by substantial improvements in the Oz season, should immediately help us. We look forward to finding the combination that will allow for competitive greatness this season.
And that was a great message from Elkhart's head coach, Coach Ross. I also talked to her before the game, and she said that she's seen the Cavemen play this season against Marion, and that it was a very impressive game, and she can't wait to go head-to-head with the Mishawaka Cavemen. Tonight in the Cave, it is alumni night. So between the first and second set, you guys will see the alumni stand up and will be recognized during the game. We have a few live streams coming up next. Do you want to let the viewers know?
So actually, we do have a football game coming up this Friday. That's against Penn High School, right?
It is. It's the backyard brawl against Penn High School. Even though Mishawaka is not in session for school, the game is still at 7 p.m. and will be live streamed on Mishawaka Network.
And as well as the halftime performance, so you'll be able to see the Marching Cavemen. The next volleyball game is August 29th at John Glenn, right here in the Cave.
That is actually at John Glenn.
Oh, at John Glenn.
But the next game in the Cave will be against Warsaw.
All right, seems like, I did hear a lot of stuff was getting canceled tonight because of the heat.
Yes, so I know tennis and soccer was canceled tonight, as well that I saw a few neighboring schools like Penn High School canceled games and practices because it is, last time I checked, 102 degrees. That is quite hot for northern Indiana.
Yeah, that heat is no joke. We're actually pretty lucky to be here in this AC. It feels really nice in here. Usually it's pretty toasty from how many bodies are in it, but it's not as bad tonight. It usually can get way worse. So,
speaking of heat, the Mishawaka invite is coming up in 2 weeks here in the Cave. The Mishawaka invite will not be streamed on Mishawaka Network, but is at 9 a.m. on September 7th here in the Cave. You'll be able to see the players and the Mishawaka Cavemen live.
Yeah. It seems like
we're getting started up for the lineups here. Is there anything else that you think would be good to know?
I think from what I can tell, Elkhart's a really competitive team. I've seen them compete in past years, working for Mishawaka Network, and it's really obvious that this team has a lot of brute strength, let's say.
And it seems like there's a lot of good athletes tonight. They're all very nice to each other and very considerate of the other team and the people around them.
They've all got good sportsmanship.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's really important, especially in sports like this. you know, a lot of our players here, they're looking really ready for tonight. And they're all laughing and smiling, happy just to be here. It's really good to see. It's a really good vibe. I think here pretty soon we should be starting our lineups.
Yes, the Cavemen lineup and Elkhart lineup will be starting here in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
You know, Vance, it's the beginning of the school year, but, you know, we're here with Mishawaka Network. Have you been doing anything in class with Mishawaka Network?
Not a whole lot. I've been trying to work on finding the time to get back into my photography kind of hobby kind of thing. But, you know, there just really hasn't been a whole lot of events or time. And, you know, I'm sitting right here in this spot this entire game talking to you guys. So, you know, not much has been going on. I've just been working on some small assignments, not some big stuff. Other than that, just a lot of band stuff.
Well, even though it is the beginning of the school year, I've been working on a lot of things with Mishawaka Network, including a volleyball hype video that you should be able to see on the stream, hopefully sometime soon.
See, I know we also have IASB coming up here soon, too. Have you been working on that at all?
I haven't been working on it too much. I do have a couple, like the Mishawaka Network website that I did last year. I might be submitting that for IASB, but because I'm a second year, it hasn't been discussed too much quite yet.
Yeah. So, I am working on this short film over here with one of my coworkers who's working on the TriCaster right next to me, and as well as the other one right next to me, not that one. But it's like a short film kind of thing that sounds pretty cool. And then we're bringing back the Mishawaka show. You know, you weren't there, but it was my freshman year. Me and one of my friends, who was a sophomore at the time, started a project called the Mishawaka Show. And, you know, we were in the same class, and, you know, we just had to wrap it up. But we're bringing it back this year, so it's pretty cool.
And we are starting the Mishawaka lineups. We have number 2, Alex Lowry. Next is number 11, Livy Orr. Number 13, Amelia Amos. Fun fact about her, she's the only sophomore on varsity this year. And next up, we have number 18, Margaret Copens-Clark. And now is your Mishawaka starters. First, we have number 4, Ellie Adams, Mishawaka's outside hitter.
Next, we have number 6, Cece Burton.
Number 7 is Mishawaka's setter, Cassie Creech. And this is her first year back off of injuries her sophomore year.
Number 8 is Ella Watford.
Next, we have Mishawaka's Scorin Scalati wearing number 9.
Up next, we have number 10, Aubrey Scott.
And number 12, we have Margaret Copens-Clark, which, fun facts, she's actually a Swiftie, much like myself.
You know, my mom's a Swiftie, too.
Gotta love it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please remove your caps and stand for the national anthem.
Sometimes I wish I could sing the national anthem.
right,
and we
let's
are
get
back.
And we are back. Let's get ready to watch some Cavemen volleyball.
It seems like we have a pretty full crowd tonight, though.
Absolutely. We noticed this a lot with the last game against Marion, but the crowd is quite large and everyone is ecstatic. I'm sure you guys can hear, but it is quite loud in the cave. With all the fans excited, the whole student section for Mishawaka is here, and everyone is excited to play some volleyball. Do you have anything that you're going to look forward to during this game?
Just improvement. I really look forward to seeing our team's improvement every single year.
Absolutely.
Mishawaka, we're a pretty good school, but, it's even awesome to be even greater,
Yes, absolutely. I know we see some familiar faces in the student section. There's quite a few football players and even cheerleaders in the student section. Many people from different sports coming to cheer on the Mishawaka Cavemen tonight. First up serving will be Mishawaka's Cassie Creech. Cassie Creech with the first serve tonight, received by Elkhart's libero, set up, and with a kill from Elkhart.
Ellie just took a
Number
real
6.
big hit to the
Yes,
stomach
number
ball.
6, Kiamor Gorman. Number 4 with Elkhart is getting ready to serve. Ellie Adams was the serve receive, and Scolati brings it over. Number 5 with Elkhart brings it over. Creech setting it up
And
for
Ellie
Adams again to bring the ball over.
I'm really impressed with everybody's form here tonight. It's going really good, it seems.
Quite an impressive play from the Cavemen here and from Elkhart. I have noticed in the past few games that some of the girls just need to take a little heat off of those spikes, and it will be a perfect ball. Number 6 attempting to tip it over, but it stays on the Elkhart side. Mishawaka getting the point, bringing the score 2-1 Mishawaka. Burton here with the next serve. Number 4 with the serve receive. As 6 from Elkhart kills it over to be received by Watford, but hit out of bounds. Number 9, Bailey Mitchell with the serve for tonight. Received by Burton. Adams goes in for the kill, and it does get received. Number 6 brings it over. A nice receive from Creech. Number 5 spikes it over, and it is inbound for the Lions to get that point.
I notice a lot of this game, especially when it comes to being out of bounds and stuff. A lot of the girls, you don't really expect if it's going to be on the line or not, and I find that one of the hardest parts about volleyball.
Absolutely. Mitchell with yet another serve. Received by Burton. Copens-Clark goes for the kill, but gets received. And blocked by the Mishawaka wall. It seems that Mishawaka isn't quite able to get all of those digs, just slightly missing the ball. Mitchell with another serve. And the ball barely makes over, hitting the top of the net. Scolati tries to get it, but misses. She looks quite unhappy.
Yeah.
Adams with the receive. And Scalati gets a kill, bringing a point for the Cavemen. Oh, I'm sorry, a point for the Lions. And Mitchell serves but does not make it over the net. It's time for the libero, Ella Watford, to serve. Ella with a serve, but it doesn't get over the net. The score is now 3-7 Mishawaka. Number 2, Bryn Fritz with the first serve. Burton yet again with another receive. The Cavemen go out of bounds to get the ball, but it doesn't quite get over the net. And a timeout. We're going to go down to Daniel Phillips, and he is going to let us know what he's seeing from the sidelines of this game. Daniel, down to you.
Hi, Cam. Hi, Vince. I'm down here enjoying the game. We're off to not the best start right now. We're not used to this with Mishawaka volleyball. Usually we're off to getting to a dominant start right from the jump. Right now we're down by 5, score 8-3. The Lions are leading us. But as the team is approaching the floor right now, I have full confidence in our girls, and I think we're going to come back from this deficit.
And thank you, Daniel. We will see you later during between sets. Fritz with the second serve for Elkhart. Fritz brings the ball over with another receive from Burton. Hopins Clark brings the ball over and gets a point for Mishawaka. Elkhart still in the lead by 4.
You know, we just had Andy Shields switch in. She's going to be the one serving tonight.
Shields bringing the ball over to get received by number 2. 4 setting it up. And 8 to get that kill, but it goes out of bounds, giving the point to the Mishawaka Cavemen, bringing your score 5-8 Lions. Shields with another. Number 5 setting it up. Number 8 bringing that over yet again. Creech setting it up for Copins Clark, bringing it over.
Going for the spike over the net.
8 bringing it over again. Creech sets it up for a dump.
And out of bounds
gets
it goes.
it. She got the ball over, and it was not able to be received.
That was a really good play on the Cavemen. You know, Andy's having some really strong serves tonight, and I'm really proud to see it.
And Shields serve goes out of bounds, bringing the score 6-9 Lions.
We got number 5 serving tonight.
And it is an ace from Ava Pollock. Pollock again with another serve. Bring it over to be received by Shields. Adams goes in for the spike. 8 bringing it up, and unfortunately not over. Elkhart getting the point for the ball being out of bounds. Adams receives the ball as Copen Clark brings it over, but just a little too much heat behind that ball, and it goes out of bounds. Polak with another serve. Watford getting the receive, and Adams going in for the kill, and it gets received. Ava Walker sets it up. Adams goes in for that tip, and she's able to save it, but the ball just goes out of bounds. Polak with yet another serve for the Elkhart Lions. Great serve from Polak. Copeland-Clark goes to bring it over. Number 8, Riley Drummond. You've seen it a few times with impeccable spikes from the Lions. Polak with another serve. Received by Watford to be set up. And Copeland-Clark brings it over. And that is a point for Mishawaka Cavemen. The ball hitting the line. Adams with the serve for the Mishawaka Caveman.
We got, Ellie's pretty cool. We love Ellie.
Received by number 3. Number 2 sets it up, and number 3 goes in for the kill. Set up by Creech. Burton goes in with the kill, and it's received yet again. And it looks like there was just not enough communication for the Lions, and they weren't able to return the ball to the Cavemen. The Cavemen getting the point, bringing the score 8-14. The Lions still in the lead. The Mishawaka fans are getting quite excited for this one. Setting it up for number 8, and 8 gets the kill. Riley Drummond with the Elkhart Lions bringing it over.
We've got Ava Walker serving here tonight for Elkhart.
Received from Shields, but she sends it backwards, and her teammates aren't quite able to get that ball. The Cavemen now down by 8. Walker with another serve. Received by Shields. Creech sets it up for Burton to bring it over. Received by number 2. Number 3 hits the ball. Copeland-Clark brings it over. And that is a point for the Mishawaka Cavemen. We have Alex Lowry coming in for CC Burton on the Mishawaka Cavemen. Walker with another serve. Creech sets it up for Lowry to get the kill, and Lowry gets the point for the Mishawaka Cavemen. I'm sorry. Lowry hits it over, but Elkhart gets the point as for a double touch. Walker with another serve. Watford bringing it up for Creech to set up. Lowry with another kill. Elkhart blocking the ball, and the Cavemen lose the point for that volley.
It looks like we have another
And that is a timeout. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll see you back after.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special, That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
And we're back after this timeout. Speaking of my hype video from earlier, that was what you just saw on your screens, ladies and gentlemen.
That was pretty cool. I liked it.
Thank you. Walker here with the serve. Adams bringing it up. Creech sets it up for Lowry. And it comes back to the Cavemen. Creech sets it up again for Lowry and brings it over. Mitchell bringing it over for the Lions. And the Lions getting the point. The score is now 18-20 Lions. It's not looking so good for the Cavemen. Walker with another serve. Quite a strong serve from Walker. Creech sets it up for Copens-Clark, and they barely get the ball. Walker bringing it. Lowry bringing it back over to the Lions. 8 from the Lions brings it over. Lowry going in for that kill, and it gets received yet again by the Lions. Number 8 bringing it over, and Watford barely misses the ball. The point goes to the Lions.
You know, one thing I really love about volleyball is everybody's like urge to want to win. I mean, every single one of these girls has an urge to win this game right now, and they are all fighting for it. We got Walker sending it over all the way back for Cassie Creech to send back over, and that is out for Mishawaka. And the point goes to Elkhart.
And Mishawaka actually gets the point.
But Mishawaka does get a point. Wow. All right.
The ball is coming back to Mishawaka for Copens-Clark to have the serve. Copens-Clark serving the ball. Number 5 sets it up as number 9 hits it. Lowry bringing it back over, and the ball doesn't go over the net. The score is now 9-22 Elkhart. A sub with Elkhart. Gorman is going in for Mitchell. Sorry, Gorman going in for Fritz. Driving with the serve, and the Cavemen barely get it back over. Number 3 going in for the kill. The Cavemen block it, but it gets through the wall. And the ball goes out of bounds. The Lions have 2 more points until they, unfortunately for the Cavemen, take this set. Number 8 with the serve, and a little too much heat behind that ball. The ball goes out of bounds. And that was Riley Drummond with the Elkhart Lions. Number 6 bringing it over. And the point goes to the Lions. They have 1 more point until they take the set. Curry with the serve. Creech sets it up for Lowry. Lowry going in with the kill. And number 4, Curry hits the ball out of bounds. The Cavemen getting the point. And just a reminder for any viewers who weren't here at the beginning of the stream, but tonight is alumni night for the Mishawaka Cavemen. And during this next break, the alumni will be honored. With the serve, number 8 brings it up. Creech getting the ball. Adams bringing the ball over. Number 5 going for the kill. Creech sets the ball up for, it looks like, Copens-Clark. Number 6 brings it over, and a nice receive by Orr. Adams brings the ball over. And the Lions got the ball. That means the set went to the Lions. Now, we do have 3 minutes in between sets. We are going to go up to Daniel Phillips, who is with the Mishawaka High School football coach, Keith Kinder. What's up, Daniel?
Cameras. Hey, Coach. I'm here with Coach Keith Kinder, head football coach of our Mishawaka Cavemen football team. Coach, are you enjoying yourself here at this Mishawaka volleyball outing?
Well, it's a lot of excitement, a lot of energy. I wish the first game would have gone a little better for the Cavemen, but Elkhart's got a good team, good coach. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch the JV play, get a good win, and just want to get my daughter watching some girls' sports, you know.
That's awesome, Coach. This Penn week is a very exciting week. We talked about this earlier. How's the atmosphere within the locker room right now during practices, and how are you feeling internally?
Well, we had a 6 a.m. practice, so the boys were a little more quiet than usual in the locker room before practice this morning, but everyone throughout the day said how much they enjoyed the practice, kind of got it out of the way. They could enjoy their afternoon. We got a lot of guys here supporting the volleyball team. This is a special place, and it's a special week because of our first home game, the opportunity to play a really good opponent. So we're gonna do our best to prepare to play well Friday and hopefully come out with a win.
All right, awesome, Coach. Thanks for letting me bother you for a second.
Yeah, you bet, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Daniel, for the interview with
thanks.
Coach Kinder. Currently, during that interview, the announcers here in the cave are doing the alumni night. As you can see in the top left of your screen, that is the alumni all sitting in one section together.
Thank you all for your incredible journey and role making Mishawaka High School and Indiana volleyball.
As we are coming up on this next set, what are you most looking forward to?
I'm really looking forward to see a little bit more focus from the Cavemen. As people who viewed the Marion game noticed that the Cavemen had quite a bit of focus, and they easily took that first set, which, as we've talked about before in past streams, taking the first set is so heavily important to help you get the rest.
Yeah.
Once you get one, that sets you up for the other 2 sets that you need to get.
Yeah.
Hopefully we see a little bit more focus from the Cavemen, and I'm very happy to see that Elkhart, who is wishing us so well, is doing well.
Oh, yeah,
But also, as a Caveman fan, it is a little hard to see.
Yeah. I mean, we are a little biased, aren't we?
Yes. And this begins set 2. Starting on the court, we have Copens Clark, Scalati, Adams, Scott, Creech. Sorry, we do not have Copens Clark. We have Watford coming in, Creech, and Burton.
I am really excited to see how this game ends up going. I'm rooting for a Caveman win.
Yes.
For sure tonight.
Which last year, when the Cavemen played Elkhart, it did come to a win, 3 sets to 0 sets.
Mm-hmm.
As that exact score is not what's happening tonight. Hopefully, the Cavemen viewers will be seeing something similar. First up here, we have number 8 with Elkhart. Adams bringing it over.
That was a pretty good receive on Mishawaka's part, too, as well.
Number 3 going in for the kill as Mishawaka gets the ball, and it looks like may have been in the net.
Oh, yeah. I noticed that on the replay. It did bounce back a little bit when it was coming back over here.
Number 8, Drummond with the serve yet again. Creech setting it up for Copens Clark.
Good receive on Mishawaka's part.
Absolutely, absolutely. Number 6 with Elkhart bringing it over, and the ball actually comes over into where we're sitting.
Actually give a hand for our
Absolutely.
network team
Give
here.
a hand to our crew.
Oh, my goodness.
Drummond again with the serve. Creech sets it up for Adams, and Adams gets the kill. But the ball was out of bounds, so the Lions get another point. Bring the score 0-3 Lions. Drummond with another serve.
That just barely scraped the net.
Absolutely.
I mean, I saw that net bounce just a teensy tiny little bit.
When I played volleyball, I always said those were my favorite kind of serves.
Oh my goodness,
because
yes.
the other team is never sure if it's going to come over again.
Oh yeah, and it
actually,
always tricks them, right?
Oh yeah. And actually, while we were talking about that, the Cavemen got the point. Watford with your first serve for the Cavemen. Walker bring the ball up for Gorman to attempt to tip over, but she's not able to get that ball over. The Cavemen get another point. Watford with another serve.
That was a pretty good serve on
Watford with an
part.
ace.
You know, it really seems like the Cavemen are getting their focus back.
Yes, the crowd is getting quite excited. The Cavemen are getting their focus back. You know what? As a commentator, I love seeing that. And there's the commentator's curse.
Shouldn't have said anything.
Shouldn't have. Watford hits the ball out of bounds.
We got number 4 serving
Curry
here.
with your Elkhart serve. Curry serving the ball over. And she goes over the line during her serve.
That's a point for Cavemen.
Yes, as you saw in that replay, before she goes to throw the ball up, she steps right over the line
We had
into the
Copens
court.
Clark come in for we had Livy Orr come in for Copens Clark, and now we have Orr serving for us now. Good serve.
Orr bringing that ball over. Number 8 sets it up. Number 6 brings it over.
Good
for
receive.
Orr to get the receive.
Ooh.
Adams attempts to bring the ball over, but gets blocked. Burton goes for the kill and gets it. Mishawaka gets the point. They're bringing the score tied up bringing the Cavemen to a lead, 5-1. Orr with another serve. Orr with a fantastic serve.
Another point for Mishawaka Cavemen.
The Lions aren't able to bring it over, so the Cavemen do get the point. The players are getting excited over next to us. The student section's getting hyped. Everybody is so excited, and the energy is so high here. Orr with another serve. That was quite a strong serve from Orr.
That was another good serve.
Number 6 trying to bring it over, but the Cavemen block it, and the ball. I'm actually not sure what call was just made, but the Cavemen get the point. Orr with another serve. That was quite a bit of power for Orr.
A little too much power.
Yes.
You know, I really do admire her strength, though. I wish I could do that.
And viewers who aren't acquainted with volleyball rules, as you've seen us with the replay of Orr's serve, you have to be behind the white line to make it. So you'll see a lot of players, like how Orr just did. She's completely behind the line and is way far back for her serve.
We have Ellie Adams serving for Mishawaka.
And the score is 8-5 Cavemen. Received by number 5, and number 5 brings it up and over.
Good receive on Mishawaka Cavemen.
Number 5 is going for the spike, and she gets the kill.
She just barely missed it. She was just about there.
Unfortunately, in the game of volleyball, it's quite important to have those reflexes and to get on it.
It's all about accuracy.
Absolutely. We have number 2, Bryn Fritz, with the serve for Elkhart.
Good receive
or
on
with the
Mishawaka.
receive. Copens Clark getting the kill, and she hits it inbounds. It is
Mishawaka's
on the
back up
line,
3.
so Mishawaka is back in the lead, 9-6.
And Soren
We have-
Scolati subs in for number 8, which is Ella Watford.
Yes, and we have Copens Clark, Aubrey Scott with the serve. Number 5 setting it up for number 8 to bring over. Oh, and
Good
what
receive
a
on Mishawaka's
nice
part.
receive. And Adams with the hit as she gets it inbounds the score. Mishawaka being up by 4. You know, this is great to see for the Cavemen, especially
definitely.
after that great loss in set 1. But it is
For
a
sure.
little too soon to say anything.
For sure.
And I don't want to give them the commentator's curse. Number 4 bringing it over. Crete sets it up for Scolati. Number 5 goes for the spike.
Creech goes to send it back over and passes it over.
Number 5 is setting it up for a set over from number 8. Burton going in for the kill, and it gets blocked.
Point on Mishawaka.
But the Cavemen get the point.
You know, everybody in the gym is getting excited here. Maybe I am a little too much myself. You know, you can't really give up a good game of volleyball, can you?
Yeah, absolutely. Scott here with our serve. And the ball goes out of bounds. Looks like this will be a 5-set night. Number 5 with the serve. Creech setting it up for Adams to hit it from the back row. Creech sets it up again for Scolati this time. Number 8 attempts to tip it over, but doesn't get it over, and then brings it back over. Burton going for the kill.
For Mishawaka.
And we get a point for your Mishawaka Cavemen. Elkhart calling a timeout.
Now, we are about to send it back over to Daniel real quick and checking how he's doing. Daniel?
How's it going, Cam? How's it going, Vance? Standing here behind our girls and our beloved Cave Court. We're leading the game. What a change of events here in this second set. We're up now. The score is 12-7. We're defeating the Lions as of right now. We got 30 seconds left in this timeout. I just want to say how proud I am of these girls and how proud I am of these other athletes and fans coming to show out and support the Cavemen here. We've got a phenomenal volleyball team, and it's always nice to get that support. They're getting the support they deserve, I would argue, because of the show out. I mean, look at let's get a clip of everybody that's here. The fans are electric, the people are electric, and the players are electric and all.
Well, that's good to hear, Daniel. Thanks for letting us know. You know, we're getting back to the game. We have Cassie Creech starting us off with our serve here tonight. Let's see.
Creech was the serve, getting received by number 1, Ava Walker. Number 3 going in for the kill, Teresa Caminello. That was a great kill that we just saw from Caminello. Quite a bit of power, and Burton just wasn't able to get to the ball fast enough. Like I said earlier, it's all about those reflexes when it comes to volleyball. Walker here with a serve. Quite a bit of power from Walker. And the ball goes to Elkhart because of a double touch from Mishawaka. Walker with yet another serve. Walker serves right into the net, giving the score to the Mishawaka Cavemen, bringing the score 14-9. Burton with your serve. And Elkhart isn't able to return the ball to the Cavemen. The Cavemen getting another point. I'm sorry, this time bringing the score 14-9 Cavemen. Burton with the serve, bringing the serve out. The score is now 14-10. It looks like Elkhart might be catching up because of Caveman error. Drummond with the serve. What a beautiful serve and receive from Burton. Scalati bringing it over for the kill, getting another point for the Cavemen. Watford with the serve. Number 3 bringing the ball over with a set. And it looks like a decoy coming from the Cavemen. Adams. Number 6, Gorman with the kill there from the Cavemen.
We got number 4 serving here tonight for Elkhart. Just waiting to see how this goes.
Number 4, Avery Curry with the serve.
Good receive on Mishawaka.
Adams barely bringing the ball over the net, but Elkhart isn't able to get the ball back because they were fooled by the Cavemen.
Those are always my favorite things that happen when I used to play volleyball.
Or with the serve.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Five with a serve receive, and then 5 bringing it over for the Cavemen. Adams attempting to kill the ball but being blocked. The point going to the Elkhart Lions.
The Elkhart Lions are really catching up close to us here.
Absolutely.
I'm really hoping Cavemen get this win.
Bailey Mitchell with the serve. And Creech with a setter's dump. Number 5 attempting to tip the ball over. Number 5, Ava Pollock attempting to tip the ball over and just isn't able to get it over, just shy of the net.
We got Ellie Adams serving here again. Good serve.
Great serve. Pollock bringing it over.
Good receive.
Receive from Burton. And a kill from Scott. Adams touches the ball, but it goes out of bounds, bringing another point for the Mishawaka Cavemen, bringing the score 18-12 Cavemen.
Good on Cavemen. They're really doing great tonight.
Adams was the serve. And Pollock touches it, but sends it right out of bounds for another point for the Cavemen, bringing the score 19-12. Adams with another serve.
Good receive on Adams.
Adams bringing the ball up for Creech to set it up. Burton coming over with a kill, and she gets it over. Actually, not a kill, but a tip. Bringing the score 20-12 and a timeout for the Cavemen. And we are going to go to break right now. We'll see you in a little bit, Cavemen.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Welcome back, Cavemen fans. We have 15 seconds left in this timeout. The Cavemen and the Lions are recuperating, talking to their coaches. Seems that the Cavemen are excited. The Lions might be a little upset, but that's all right.
You know, before the game starts, there's just something I want to talk about real quick. You know, the weirdest thing is about how early this starts is watching outside go from light to pitch black by the time it's 8:30. We got Ellie Adams serving here. Good serve.
Ellie Adams with a receive to number 4. 10.
Great receive.
Ashani Boner bringing it over. Or with the save. And it looks like the Cavemen get the point because the Lions hit the ball out of bounds. Adams with another serve. Adams with a serve, but just a little too much heat, sending it out of bounds. The Cavemen seem to be unfazed, and the score is 21-13.
We got number 2 serving for Elkhart here.
Number 2, Bryn Fritz with the Elkhart serve. Creech setting up the ball for Copenhagen to get that kill, and the Cavemen get another point. 3 points from ending the set.
We got Aubrey Scott serving here again.
Number 2 setting the ball up. Number 4 going in with a back row hit.
Good receive on Mishawaka,
Yeah.
an even greater spike.
Number 2 setting it up. Number 8 to bump it over. And the Cavemen get a nice start.
I feel like that was a good attempt at a recovery right
Absolutely. That was a great attempt, but people were over the net. Scalati had a double touch. There were quite a few issues there. But like I said, that was a great attempt from the Cavemen. It's better that they could try than give up.
there. Right?
Number 5 with a hit.
Good bump receive on them.
Scalati going in for the kill, but it gets blocked. Watford bringing it for Creech to set up, and Burton getting the kill on Elkhart Lions.
We are getting closer and closer to the end of the set here with just 2 more points until the end. We got Cassie Creech serving here for us.
Creech serving the ball.
Good receive
Number 5 bringing it up for 10 to tip it over. Adams getting it over the net from the back row. The Cavemen have 1 more point until they get to the second set.
You know, the student section seems to get really excited here tonight.
Absolutely.
As well as the rest of the crowd. I mean, I've never seen it really like this. I'm really glad to see it. Cassie Creech sending over a serve again here.
Creech getting it over the net. Number 8 going to kill it, but the Cavemen block it, and the Cavemen get the set.
We got 1 more set here to break the tie. And, you know, I'm really excited to see this next game. I'm excited to see where it goes because it could go either way. Either side could win. You know, volleyball is always such a good game to, you know, follow along with. It's actually pretty easy to learn pretty quickly, which is really nice. You know, but it's definitely easier to learn when you're not watching it on your own and trying to figure it out.
Yes.
Yeah, but, you know, I've watched a lot of our varsity players come from the JV team when I was working here my freshman year, and, you know, just seeing them grow into the young women they are now and be on varsity and see how good they are here now. It's just a really exciting thing to see happen because, you know, I've grown up with these people and, you know, I just get to see them with the biggest smiles on their face doing something they love.
Yes, absolutely. It looks like we're going to go over to Daniel, and he is going to finish us off before an ad break. Over to you, Daniel.
Hey guys, you guys are doing a great job up there. Just want to mention that. And our Cavemen are doing a great job down here, taking the second set for themselves, tying up the game right now, 1-1 sets. As you said earlier, they need one more set to break this tie. Either team, no matter what, this third set is going to be a tiebreaker. We're looking forward to it. A lot of great volleyball being played right now by both sides. Elkhart showing a lot of power right now. And I was going to say dominance if this were the first set, but now I'm saying dominance for Mishawaka because right now we're doing a phenomenal job staying very focused and just staying calm, not getting too down on ourselves, doing a great job and playing some really good volleyball. Thanks, guys.
Glad to hear it. It's really good, and thank you for the compliment as well. I mean, that really means a lot to us, and I'm glad to see you're doing well too. So we have a guest. We do have a guest. We got about 51 seconds left until the start of set 3. I'm really
Who is your guest?
My guest is Mr. Rendell.
There you go.
He is the broadcasting teacher as well as the head of Mishawaka Network here. Just some extra help while we got some.
We just got a little break here. We decided to come on the air. You guys are sounding great, doing a great job. It's a little hectic.
Great.
We got a lot of things going on, some things working,
Definitely.
some things not. But overall, very nice work here. Daniel doing great on there. Let's give some shout outs here. Anna McKenzie up on the cameras up there. Evan on the floor camera doing a good job. You're going to see some pictures in the coming days from Max Dubé over there on the cannon. So pretty excited about that. But we're getting ready for some volleyball. So far, it's 1-1, kind of dominated by Elkhart in the first set. Set 2 dominated by Mishawaka. What have you noticed coming into the third set?
I've noticed that both of them do have a lot of focus. Both of them want to win really, really bad. And, that's the competition we all kind of want to see. I do see a lot of fight, a lot of just competition here.
Yeah, and you talk a lot in sports about momentum. And right now there's some momentum going Mishawaka's way a little bit. But after the first set, it looked like Elkhart might run away with it. They got it to a big lead. Mishawaka will have a chance to start it off here as they will be serving. It looks like it'll be Cassie Creech. I'm going to try not to say Kylie Creech, who has graduated and at the Merchant Marine Academy. But Cassie Creech is to serve. She's got that big leg brace on after her knee injury last year. But she is back, and she is ready to go as Coach Adams gets them pumped up. Creech will put it up and over, and it is going to land inbounds. Point Cavemen.
It's really good to see the Cavemen so excited, especially the whole student section just excited to be here. I've never seen the student section like this before.
Yeah, at the volleyball game, student section quite a bit bigger this year. And the other thing this year is they pulled out the bleachers down. And so across the way you can see fans in the bleacher right there. As Creech put that one's up and out of bounds, though, and that'll be point to Elkhart, making it 1-1. Subbing into the game for Elkhart is going to be number 4, Curry, as she will go back to serve. Curry is going to serve sometime. Here it comes. She puts it up and over. Here's Creech at the net. Sets it for Scolati. Gets it up. Still in. Good job by Watford. Creech, and now it'll have to be Adams. She gets it over, and Elkhart scrambling, but they're not going to get it over. 4 hits. Point Cavemen. Have you enjoyed your time with me here, Vance?
I have. Thank you for
that is so
joining.
great. I'm going to give you back over to Cam here as the serve is up by Burton.
Your play-by-plays.
Hey, Cam, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
I missed you.
I missed you too, boo. It looks like the point goes to the Cavemen. Burton with your serve. Four with your serve receive, setting it up for 9. Creech sets it up for Adams to get that kill, and she does. Bringing the score 5-1.
You know, I'm really proud of the Cavemen tonight. They went from not doing so great the first set to absolutely destroying this last set and this one right now.
Absolutely, I agree. There's the Cavemen with yet another point. Blocking the ball.
6-1, 5 points up.
Burton with the serve, a nice serve receive from number 4.
It was a really good serve over the net as well.
Brought it over for the Cavemen, and Copeland's Clark attempts to bring it over, but gets blocked by Polk.
We have number 9 going to serve.
That will be Bailey Mitchell. Burton receiving the ball. Creech sets it up for Scalati. Pollock with the kill. And Watford misses the ball by just a few inches, bringing the score of 5-3 Elkhart.
I really hope we didn't give him the commentator's curse.
Hopefully not. Which, thank you, Mr. Rundle, for filling in for me for a couple minutes.
Nah.
We have number 9, Mitchell with the serve. Creech sets it up for Adams as she attempts to get the kill but gets blocked. It looks the ball goes straight to your in-house announcer, Mr. Turton, as he catches the ball and throws it to Mitchell.
He's a pretty cool guy.
Oh, yeah. Scalati with the serve receive. Adams tries to bring the ball over. Number 6 with the kill. And just a little too much heat. The ball goes right out of bounds, giving a point to your Mishawaka Cavemen, 6-4.
It's really good to see everybody's just having a lot of energy. It looks like we got number 8, Ella Watford here serving. Really nice serve over the net there. Really good. A good recovery.
And it looks like some miscommunication from Elkhart as they don't know who is going to get the ball, giving the point to the Cavemen.
It looks like we're 7-4 here. This is looking pretty good for the Cavemen here.
Wofford with another serve. Pollock with the serve receive and bringing it over. Copeland's Clark goes for the kill. Looks like a little bit of miscommunication from Elkhart, but they managed to get it back over. And here's some miscommunication from the Cavemen of who was going to get the ball. The score is 7-5 Mishawaka. The Cavemen are still up. And hopefully they will be for the rest of the set.
Mm-hmm. Good receive on Mishawaka.
Creech setting it up for Adams. Copeland's Clark getting it over. And the point goes to Elkhart, 7-6. Number 2 with the serve, Bryn Fritz, as she serves it straight into the net.
We got 11 subbing in for 12 here.
Or with the serve. Or with a beautiful serve over to Walker. Creech setting the ball up for a back row hit with too much power from Burton. I've noticed quite a few times in this game especially, some of the back row hitters just put a little too much power behind it, which it does take more power to get the ball over the net and the fact that you're farther back. But they're getting a little too much power. And there's a point for your Mishawaka Cavemen, bringing the score 9-7.
Yeah, a lot of the times, like, you just kind of underestimate how much strength you're putting into that ball, and then all of a sudden it's already out of bounds, you know?
Absolutely. You know,
I mean, volleyball happens so fast. You don't really get a chance.
It's such a fast-paced game.
Oh, yeah, you don't
Here's
get
Adams with the serve. received by Walker.
You don't really get a chance to stop and think in this game. It's all you figure it out before
absolutely.
it happens.
Here's Copen Clarks with the kill. I will say, normally you see Adams leading with the kills, but I think it might be Copen Clark tonight.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm sorry, not Copen Clark, but Scott.
That's another point for Elkhart. You know, Elkhart's following pretty close behind with just a point behind us. We got number 1 serving for Elkhart now.
Yes, that is Walker.
I'm sorry, 2 points behind.
Adams with the server sleeve, Creech setting it up for Burton to get blocked, but Cavemen end up getting the ball back over. Or with the receive.
Good recovery on the Cavemen part.
Number 5 setting it up. Number 3 going in for the kill, and she gets it.
Now Elkhart's coming up just behind Mishawaka with
the Cavemen lost focus for just a second there, but unfortunately it takes just a second of lost focus to miss a point and to miss a ball.
Definitely.
I can see Daniel down there. It looks like he's getting a little stressed about this game. Walker with another serve. And a little bit of miscommunication between Orr and Watford.
It seems like there's a little bit of hesitation there.
Yes. The score is now tied up.
Which is really never a good thing if you think about it, especially in a tie-breaking game.
Oh, absolutely not. Creech setting it up for Scott as Scott gets the kill and sends it out of bounds. Walker with yet another serve.
I'm seeing a lot of good reaction time.
And Walker and Fritz both miss the ball out of some miscommunication. And Cavemen get a point, tying up the score again.
We got Aubrey Scott serving here tonight for us.
Scott with a little too much fire.
Little too much power.
We've seen that a couple times from her tonight.
Yeah.
Not just in serves, but all over.
I wonder if just today's been a little bit difficult.
Absolutely.
It's hot.
And that great power can be utilized as if you're doing just the right thing. If you're even off a little bit, it can not work.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's a point for your Cavemen. Tying the score yet again. The Cavemen and the Lions both have a score of 12.
We got Cassie Creech serving here tonight.
And,
you know, I'm really impressed with Cassie's serve.
Absolutely.
They've been really consistent overall. Ooh,
what a beautiful serve.
Oh.
Which, speaking of Creech, I've been impressed with her this season overall.
Yeah.
I had a class with her last year, and actually have a class with her again this year. I've definitely noticed her grow as a student, but also an athlete, as last year she was off because of an injury.
Yeah.
This is her first full season back for the Cavemen.
You know, even after her injury, she is doing really, really good.
She's still a beast.
Yeah, definitely. Good recovery for Cavemen.
Creech setting it up for Alex Lowry to get the kill.
Just a little too much power once again.
Which, if any of you were viewers last year, you may remember Mr. Brady Gallo and Daniel Phillips actually used to call Creech the LeBron of volleyball.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
If you're listening, BG, which I'm pretty sure you are, we're missing you here this year.
Miss you, BG.
And that is a point for your Mishawaka Cavemen.
You know, it is really weird not having BG here.
Oh, yeah. I know Daniel talked to him earlier and told him to come watch the game.
Yeah.
He might be. I don't know.
Well, if you are, hey, BG.
Hey, Brady. Here's Burton with another serve.
You know, I've noticed her serves are also really strong as well.
Yes. That's one thing about volleyball.
Oh, yeah,
is
definitely.
you can't even start without a good serve.
Oh,
your serve
definitely.
has to have enough power, it has to be solid, and you have to make sure you're far enough back as to not cross the line.
And you have to also make sure there's not too much power.
Yes, there's all these things that go into volleyball, and it's what makes this sport really amazing.
I mean, everybody thinks you're just bouncing a ball around,
Yes.
but it is so much more than that.
Creech setting up the ball for Adams to go get the kill as she hits it out of bounds. The Lions at the point, bringing the score 13-16. Shields receiving the ball for Adams, bringing it over.
Good setup on Elkhart.
As I've noticed, Elkhart player, I believe, that Cheyenne Stout. She was a starter tonight, but we haven't seen her too much in this game. But now that she is in the game, she's been very impressive.
Yeah. You know, we are 14-16 now, just 2 points behind. Now 15-16.
Yes.
We are coming
there
up
is
close.
another example, a great example of how too much power can be
used to your
can
advantage.
just not be great for the player.
And it also can be used to your advantage if you really try to control
Adams
it.
bringing the ball over, but gets blocked.
You know,
Creech sets up the ball for Lowry. They get the kill, and it goes out of bounds.
I'm noticing the Cavemen are getting very hungry for this win.
Yes,
they have the fire in their eyes for
Yes.
it. I mean, I've never seen them more motivated in a while.
Yes.
And we got number 2 up for Elkhart to serve here.
Which I know Elkhart's coach, earlier when I was talking to her, she said that the team is still working on their bond as a team, and working on getting all of their skills together as one. I will say, if this game is an example of it, they are doing a very good job of doing that. I have to give them compliments. And there's a point for your Mishawaka Cavemen.
Just 16-17. Mishawaka just a point behind. That is impressive.
Yes, that is very, very impressive.
We have number 11 subbing out for 2, or 2 subbing out for 11. And 11 is serving for us tonight, and that is Livy Orr. You know, I've always noticed that her serves are incredibly strong. And
number 8 with the kill, bringing the score 16-18 Elkhart.
I mean, we're still close. It's not too soon to call it, you know?
Yes.
I mean, it's never too soon until it's zeros, you know?
Absolutely. Creech setting up the ball for Adams to get the kill, and it goes out of bounds yet again. It seems that the Cavemen are having a little bit of trouble keeping the ball in bounds.
Definitely.
And a timeout for the Mishawaka Cavemen. We're going to go down to Daniel Phillips just to go see how he's doing down there. How you doing down there, Daniel?
I'm doing all right, guys. Hope you guys are doing well, too. I know you're doing, once again, a fantastic job up there calling this game. Right now, we're not in the best shape as a team. We had the lead, then we were tied, then we lost the lead again, then we had it again, then we were tied again. It's going back and forth throughout the entirety of the set, but hopefully we regain this lead at some point. I shouldn't say we, hopefully the Mishawaka Cavemen regain the lead at some point. They're still playing great volleyball, just some mental mistakes, and, you know, volleyball is a game of inches, and sometimes more often than not, in this set in particular, it's not going our way. Hopefully it does starting soon. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Daniel. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. This game's all about intuition and speed, really. There is no time to hesitate or really think about what you're about to do. We've got number 5 serving here for Elkhart tonight.
Ava Pollock. Shields with the receive as Scott goes right into the crowd and gets caught by one of the members and one of the Mishawaka students.
I think that's the second backflip he's done that I've seen personally.
He's doing a backflip over there. I wish we would have caught that on camera.
I know, it's pretty impressive.
Here's Pollock with another serve. Creech setting it up for Adams to get that kill.
It's been a really good recovery for Mishawaka after that last one.
And it's great to see that the fans are still excited.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All really close.
I could definitely tell they're starting to get a little bit tired.
Oh yes, absolutely. But they got to keep that energy up.
I mean, they're almost done. They're so
Creech
close.
setting the ball up for Adams. She's trying yet again, and she gets the kill. The point goes to the Mishawaka Cavemen. The score is now 17-20.
Mishawaka just 3 points behind. I mean, we're close.
Absolutely.
All Elkhart needs is 5 points to win. We got Ellie Adams serving here. Really good, powerful serve.
What great communication from Elkhart.
Definitely.
The Cavemen with the strong wall. It's number 8 brings it over. The Cavemen
good recovery
get it
for
back
Cavemen.
over the Elkhart. Number 3 spikes it. Burton for the kill, and it goes. It seems like it was called inbounds.
We got 2
We need a
more
replay
points.
of that. But that is a Caveman point.
We got Ellie Adams serving again. Really good serve once again.
Creech sets it up for Burton. Campanello bringing the ball over. Creech setting it up yet again.
Good receive and recovery.
It seems that the Cavemen just couldn't get it past the wall that the Lions were throwing up. That was a great play from both teams.
We are once again just 3 points behind, but that does not mean we can't catch up yet, right?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
We got
Walker
number
with
1
the
serving.
serve. As Adams attempts to bump it but misses. Seems that the team is getting quite frustrated.
Definitely.
Not
I
quite
can
with
tell.
each other, but with themselves.
Which is really unfortunate, honestly. You know, I know it's easy to beat yourself up for stuff like that.
Absolutely.
But it's always hard, but especially
Or
when that's
with the
happening during
beautiful
the game.
receive. Burton bringing it over. And Burton getting the kill.
Just 3 points behind again.
Yes, the point going to the Cavemen. The Cavemen score 19-22. We have Scott up for the serve. And that is 4 touches for Elkhart. Scott with another serve.
Behind. This is getting to be pretty close. With Elkhart
Number
just
7 setting it up for number 8.
with just 3 points to the end
Or
of the set
setting
for
it up
Elkhart. And then
for Adams
5.
to bring it over.
This is just absolutely,
Absolutely.
I mean,
Creech setting it up for Burton to get the kill. And the Mishawaka Cavemen get another point. The score is now 20-22. They need, 21-22. And that is a timeout called by Elkhart. We're going to go to a commercial break. We will see you after the break.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Cave. We have got Scott back here with the serve. Just 3 points to the end for Elkhart and 4 to the end for Mishawaka.
Number 5 setting it up for number 3, Campanello. To bring it over, but it gets blocked by the Cavemen.
We've got another tie here. This is making me real nervous.
Absolutely.
On the edge of my seat for sure.
Scott with another serve. And the serve goes out of bounds. The score is now 22-23 Elkhart. This is a stressful game for the Cavemen.
Definitely. We've got number 8 serving here for Elkhart.
Riley Drummond. Burton setting it up for Watford to bring it over. Number 3 going in for the kill. And it looks like
Timeout.
a timeout is called. I think the Cavemen called, or the Lions called a timeout just after all of that happened, because that was a lot for all of the players.
Definitely really confusing, especially for the refs I've seen here.
Honestly, I'm not so sure what even happened.
I'm not either. You know, Cam, now that we do have a little bit of time just to talk to each other with the
Absolutely.
audience. What are you most looking forward to this year for, just all the sports?
As in all the sports?
Yeah.
Wow, that is really hard. Well, I do love commentating. I will say baseball season is my favorite season. I love going out, taking pictures. A lot of the pictures the viewers saw and that you guys may have seen from last year,
For sure.
Majority of them were my pictures.
Yeah.
And I also was able to commentate on baseball on the our baseball live stream that was in a professional venue, Four Winds Field in South Bend, where the South Bend Cubs play. That was just an amazing experience, and I'm so glad to have that experience in my book. And there's a point for your Mishawaka Cavemen. The score is now 23-24. The Cavemen need 2 more points, but the Lions only need 1 more point to take this set.
We've got 2 subbing in for 11, and got Cassie Creech serving here.
Yes. If the Lions win this set, then they will need to win 1 more set. But if the Cavemen win this set, which they are close to win, we are at match point 24-24. Like I said, if the Lions win this set, they only need 1 more set. But if the Cavemen win this set, then they will both actually just need 1 more set. And there's a timeout from Elkhart. Let's just talk through this one again.
Okay.
Like we had talked about earlier, like my favorite parts of the sports season. But I know we have a lot of we have a lot more employees now. We haven't had any freshmen come in quite yet.
Not yet.
But maybe some will. Hopefully some will.
Just to give a little root for our network people, we've got 2 people over here on TriCaster that help us out.
Yes, that is Sean and Dylan up top. We have Mackenzie Smith and Anna Yoder.
We love them.
Yes, we love them.
And then we got Evan Way down on the floor with Daniel. And then Max Dubé on the camera. Truly, we do have a really good team of workers here. I love all of our coworkers.
Yes.
We're truly blessed to have all of them here.
And the people who work the most are we have a very tight crew. Well, most of our crew doesn't work very often. Our crew that does work often, we're all very connected and very close-knit. It is like a family. Yeah. Here's Creech with the serve. Number 5. And the Cavemen get the set. They need one more set to win. That is your Mishawaka Cavemen with the set, winning 25-24.
We just got one more point to get here, and then it'll be all Mishawakas.
And the Lions get that point. So it's now 25-25. Again, it's all tied up. It could go either way.
We got another sub.
This is very stressful.
Definitely. We've got number 4 coming in to serve here.
They stop the play for the team to clean up the floors. You know, they can get sweat on the floors, and it's very dangerous for some of the players. So they just got to clean stuff up real fast.
Okay, so it does sound like that, you know, somebody needs at least 3 more points to be able to win. So
yes.
If somebody else is at 25, somebody else would need 28 to be able to win.
Number 8 setting it up for Pollock. And the ball goes into the volleyball team on the bench. The coach seems not very happy, not towards her girls, but just not happy at the result that's coming out right now. And this is definitely a very intense game.
Definitely.
Creech setting it up for Burton, and it gets blocked. Adams gets the save. Burton tries again and does bring it over. Walker, the libero for Elkhart, bumps the ball but gets it out of bounds. It's not very often that you see a libero bringing the ball over, and especially like that. Burton with the serve. Creech setting it up for Adams. And it gets through. And the Cavemen get a point. It's 27-26.
We just need
It's the set point.
Points.
The Cavemen needs one more point to win this set.
2 more.
The crowd is quite excited. I'm sure all the fans can hear. Burton with the serve. Watford setting it up for Adams. Pollock bringing it over. Creech setting it up for Adams yet again. 6 bringing it over. Watford setting it up for Adams again. Adams trying again for that kill. And the Cavemen knock it out of bounds, so the Elkhart Lions get that point. That was an extremely stressful volley for everybody. I know I was on the edge of my seat.
Whew. My heart's racing personally.
Oh, yeah.
We got number 9 serving here for Elkhart.
Number 9, Bailey Mitchell, serving for the Elkhart Lions. Burton with the serve receive. Creech setting it up for Adams. And Adams doesn't get it over the net. Elkhart reaches 28. Mishawaka's at 27. We got to keep going. Creech setting it up for Adams. As they tip it over, and the Lions get another point. It is now 1-2 Mishawaka. We're going into the 4th set. We're going to go down to Daniel to see what he has to say about all this. How you doing down there, Daniel?
To be completely honest, Cam, as a Mishawaka fan, I am not doing well. Not very happy with that. I was on the edge of my seat. I was very excited. It was exhilarating for everybody in here, but unfortunately we didn't come through with the set. It's 2-1, but there's still a chance. There's always a chance to come back. We've seen crazier things. Now, let's get to me and Evan. This is Evan Lynn. Evan's been running the camera. Now we've got the Mr. Randall back there running the camera. We're going to talk about Friday night. Friday night is also a big game, just like this one. Mishawaka High School football, we're facing off against Penn. The Mishawaka football team will be playing the Penn Cavemen. It's a huge game. It's the backyard brawl. Everybody will be there. It's going to be huge. Evan, how are you feeling about doing this broadcast? It will be your first broadcast ever. So are you psyched up about that?
I'm a little nervous, but really excited. I know that Penn versus Mishawaka is a big deal. It's the first home game in 5 years.
Yeah, but we've been watching some film on Penn and Mishawaka. Penn, they've got some fast guys, don't they?
Yeah, they do. The quarterback's really fast. He's a good scrambler, and he should be really tough to beat.
Their quarterback actually did very, very well in the IHSAA state track finals. It was crazy, and you can see it on the football field how fast this guy runs. Very interested to see how their defense, the Mishawaka defense, prepares for them, and it's going to be great. They had practice at 6 a.m. Would you have gotten up for 6 a.m. practice in Penn Week?
Yeah, but I probably wouldn't like that. I mean, that's not the best. It's not the
No, it's not the best. We were just talking to Coach Kender about that. Very excited. Hope you are too. Make sure to tune in. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock here on the Mishawaka Network Friday night. Tune in. Back to you guys.
All right. We have 53 seconds until we come back. We're going to go on commercial break. Actually, we're going to talk about the broadcast schedule. Sorry about that. So the next game will be the backyard brawl against the Penn High School here at Steel Stadium. It will be the biggest game of the year for the Cavemen. It will be an amazing game. After that, it looks like September 3rd, we're going to have volleyball against Warsaw. And we have quite a bit of volleyball for a while. A little bit of a break between football, and I'm actually having Daniel Phillips come up here, sub in for me. Daniel, what's up?
Yeah, that's right. Guess who's back? Your favorite commentator. Yeah, I'm back. Very glad to be here. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what happened with Savannah Saylor. Hopefully she's feeling all right. She'll be back for the next broadcast, but I am very, very happy to be back on the mic with you in a different format for right now. And I think we've got the Mr. Randall maybe going on sideline. You never know. Looks like Savannah Saylor had to go attend some business at home. But hopefully we see her back soon.
Hopefully.
Okay, we've got quite the matchup on our hands, folks. In the fourth set, we have yet to see that here on this floor this season. Very exciting. I know I was very, very excited. Then led to be disappointed with that those final minutes in the third set. But you know what? Clean slate. We're going to start off here. 8 of the Lions going to serve it. Set up by Cassie Creech. Spiked by Margaret Copas-Clark. Lost control, and it's not going to go over the net. The attempt by the Lions, but that point is going to go to the Cavemen. You've got Ella Watford, the senior. She's going to be back there to serve. Try to extend this Cavemen early lead to 2. The serve looks good. Handled by the Lions. Set up. Spiked. No good. Too long. It's going to result in another point for the Cavemen. Ella Watford back there again. Soft touch serve, handled by the Lions. Set up, kill attempt, handled by Burton. Set up by Creech. Kill attempt by Copas-Clark, no good, but regained by the Cavemen. The setup, the soft touch, no good, handled by Copas-Clark. Aubrey Scott tips it over, no good. Kill attempt handled by Watford. Set up by Creech again. Burton. No good. Couldn't get it over the net. I apologize for my lack of name knowledge when it comes to the Lions. I wasn't really paying attention to that much on the sideline.
This will definitely be a stressful game for the Cavemen and the Lions, as the Lions need just another set to win.
The Lions, the Elkhart Lions are, I believe, 1-2 on the season, whereas the Cavemen are 2-0. So.
Yes.
And they're also undefeated currently, 1-0 at home, so they want to keep that streak going as well.
The Cavemen are actually 6-0 right now.
6-0. Excuse me.
Because of a few tournaments that they had.
Gotcha, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Nonetheless, I know that they want to send Elkhart home. Cavemen want that Lion bus ride to feel way longer than it really is and walk out of their home court with the win. The serve by the Lions, handled by Burton, set up by Creech. Scott, the attempt, no good, blocked by the Lions. The setup by the Lions, some miscommunication there up front, and this is going to result in a Cavemen point. Olivia Orr to serve. Looks good. Handled by the Lions. Bumping it around. The attempt, no good. Handled by Burton. Set up by Creech. Scott, her attempt, no good. Goes over the basketball hoop. Somehow handled by the Lions, but not well. It's going to result in another Cavemen point. So we've got Aubrey Scott back there to serve it again. This Mishawaka team not happy with the way that third set ended. The Lions, their attempt is good. Ella Wofford attempted to save it right there, but just didn't have the angle. Looks like we've got Mitchell back there to serve for Elkhart. Her serve is soft. Set up by Creech. Aubrey Scott with a quick kill. Wow. Some ferocious power on that one.
Absolutely, Daniel. I agree.
That's going to extend the Cavemen lead to 3. Your score is 5-2. Ellie Adams, her serve. Set up. Lions no good on the attempt. Creech the bump. Burton the spike. No good. The light tip over the net. Elkhart trying to sneak that one by. Ella Wofford just couldn't get control of the volleyball right there. It's going to bounce right off her wrist and out of bounds, resulting in an Elkhart point. Back there to serve for the Lions, we've got Bryn Fritz. One of the few seniors on the squad. Her serve, handled by Orr, set up by Creech. The light tip by Scott, and she is on fire this set. Earns the Cavemen yet another point, extending their lead yet again to 3. Now, Aubrey Scott's going to test her luck here behind the baseline. The serve, and I jinxed her. Aubrey, if you're listening to this in film tomorrow or whatever day, please don't hate me for that. It's going to be Elkhart Lions point. Your score is 6-4.
You know, speaking of Scott, I have definitely noticed that she is one of the stronger players for the Cavemen today. She's been getting kills over and over again. Her serves have been impeccable. She's definitely a player to note.
No doubt about it, Cam. Completely agree. She's one of the big impact players for this squad, as Ellie Adams just couldn't get control of that ball. It's going to fall out of bounds. And now the Elkhart Lions only trail by 1 as that serve from Polak. Handled by the Lions very well. They regain composure, get over the net. Burton, the attempt, handled again by the Lions, tipped over. Ella Wofford set up by Creech. Burton the attempt, no good, handled by the Lions once again. Ellie Adams sets it up, bumped by Watford. Burton again, no good. The spike handled by Orr, good job. The setup, the attempt, didn't really get the right angle on that one. Wofford handles. Scolati tries to tip it over. Elkhart Lions with a powerful spike. Burton tips it over and it falls through, extending their lead to 2. Margaret Gobens-Clark is going to check in for Olivia Orr. And Cassie Creech is going to handle the rock. The serve. Set up by Creech. Burton. The block attempt by the Lions fell right through him on the other side of the net. The Cavemen lead by 3 again. Cassie Creech back there to serve once more. The serve a little too long. Your score is now 8-6, and the Lions will gain possession. Kim, how have you been feeling so far with this just being your second volleyball broadcast of the year?
You know what? Even though this is the second one, I would say I'm already pretty comfortable. I've learned a lot. I've learned all of the Mishawaka player names in just a matter of a couple days. Yeah, I don't think there's not too much to say about it.
That's awesome. Scolati's going to earn the point there for the Cavemen as Burns going to take a step back and the serve. Handled by the Lions, lightly tipped over, saved by Ella Wofford. Handled by Scolati, the tip over by Adams. Set up, the light tip blocked. How about that for a defensive play for the Cavemen? They took that last set personally, and they're trying to get it back and tie this one up. We might be in for a long but very exciting one, folks. Elkhart set up. Spike, too long. 5-point lead for the Cavemen. Cam, you said you've gotten to know all the players. We got a timeout here. Actually, we're going to head to a break. We'll talk about how much you know our players' names in a moment. Be right back with Volleyball on the Mishawaka Network. And we're back here in the Cave. Your score is 11-6. The Cavemen are leading here in set 4. 11-6 is your set score. Your overall score is 2-1. Elkhart Lions leading. Burton with the serve. Spike attempt by the Lions, handled by Burton. Set up by Creech. And wow, that sneaky kill by Ellie Adams. Doing what I would argue she is best at. While we've got a little bit of time, if you're a Mishawaka Cavemen here watching, but it's going to fall out of bounds, unfortunately for them, and it's going to be Elkhart possession and point. Ava Polak, the junior of Elkhart, going to serve, handled by Creech. Adams set up by Creech and spiked by Burton to give Mishawaka the point. Cassie Creech, the sister of assist leader here at Mishawaka, Kylie Creech. She's going to serve. Blocked by Scalati with some power. That one's going to stay in bounds and increase this Cavemen lead. Creech the serve. Gets over the net with ease. Set up by the Lions. Handled by Watford. Cobins Clark with some purpose on that one. And it's going to be 23-13, 10-point lead for the Cavemen right now. They're sitting pretty. This fourth set, 2 more points to put this one away and tie up this contest. Creech the serve. Bumped around, handled by Watford. Burton, the tip over and out of bounds. Elkhart point. And I've got a headset on right now, and I'm still hearing a lot of noise.
It's crazy. The Cavemen fans are not happy about that call.
So much noise. Hey, you want a fan base that voices their opinion? That's going to be an ace for Ava Walker, the sophomore. This Cavemen lead sits at 8 points. Walker the serve, handled by Adams. Bump to Wofford and then Burton, who gets cut short by not a player, but a net. Walker gonna step back to serve again. Set up by Creech. Galati, no good on the attempt. Recovered by Burton. The attempt recovered by Burton again. Set up by Adams. Burton blocked. Set up by Creech. Burton again blocked. Creech. Adams gives it a try, and she's going to be good on the try. 1 point shy of handing this fourth set to Mishawaka. CeCe Burton, the senior, going to step back. The responsibility right now falls upon her to take away this fourth set. Cobins Clark, recovered by Burton. Set up by the Lions, blocked by Margaret Cobins Clark. What a play. The Cavemen will take the set by 9 points, and we've got a 5-setter on our hands, as you predicted early on, Cam. Now, I'm very happy about this as a volleyball fan. My voice is very upset.
Absolutely, me too.
But with this, we're going to give our voice some rest, warm up for this fifth set, and take it to a break here on the Mishawaka Network.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to our coverage of this matchup between the Lions and the Cavemen. We've got a great one on our hands, a 5-setter. Those come far in between. I mean, like they're very, very rare, you know, and I get very excited when we got one. I've called very few, seen very few, so it's a pleasure to be able to call this one. Step in and call part of it rather, and do sideline reporting for some of it. Looks like we've got the sister of Ellie Adams. Emily Adams is to our left right now. We can't get her on film, on the camera, sorry, but she is here behind the scorer's table. Excuse me. Man, the voice right now, it's weighing on me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I agree.
From the screaming to the talking to.
Yeah. You know, after last game and I was doing well, I thought I'd be good, but whew.
Hey, 5 sets, it's good experience for you.
Yeah.
Hey, this is it's a challenge. Like I said, I only called a few, and I've been doing this for a couple years. They're fun, but they are definitely tiring. Don't get me wrong.
I agree.
Hey, shout out to the fans that are still here cheering on their teams on the Elkhart side and on the Mishawaka side. Kudos to you guys. And shout out to our crew. We've got a great one on our hands. Once again, Evan Lynn, Cam Stokes doing a wonderful job today. I can't understate that enough. We've got Cece Burton with the serve. Handled by Creech, set up by Wofford. Copus Clark, but handled by the Lions, and that one's going to be too long on the kill attempt. First point of your set, 5, goes to the Mishawaka Cavemen. Also on our crew, besides Evan and Cam, we've got Dylan Baylor, Sean Kanarecki, and we've got Mackenzie Smith and Anna Yoder running top camera. So thank you to you guys. This volley is very physical and back and forth already. And it's going to fall. Some miscommunication. An Elkhart Lions player going to run into the net even. It's going to give the Cavemen an early 2-0 lead in this 5th set. They want to get off to a good start. So if they do start to slack a little bit, just out of fatigue, they've got a cushion to fall back on. Set up by the Lions. Ella Wofford bumps it over. Set up the attempt too long once again. 3-0 score for you in this 5th set. Wofford the serve. Bumped over by the Lions. Set up by Burton or Wofford. But either way, it got over. Block attempt by Copus Clark, no good. Saved by Ellie Adams. Over the net by Burton. The spike by the Lions handled by Adams, who's going to spike it, and it's going to go right in between those lines. A 4-point lead for your Mishawaka Cavemen. Cam, with this early great start by the Cavemen, what do you foresee happening with the duration of this set?
You know, I don't want to say anything too soon because it seems that the things I have been saying come true. But I can definitely tell the Cavemen have been very focused. There has been a couple sets where you can tell that they aren't. But as long as they stay locked in and they keep working as hard as they have been, then they can take this victory.
I completely agree. We're going to go to timeout and give our voices a timeout here. Be back with some more volleyball on the Mishawaka Network.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Welcome back. And do we have a good one for you? Mishawaka leads the fifth set by 5. Your score 5-0. Tipped over by the Lions, but handled by the Cavemen. Set up by Creech. Soft touch by Aubrey Scott. Just calmness and poise on that Mishawaka side right now. They're leading the set 6-0. Your overall score is 2-2, which is why we're in the infamous but also entertaining fifth set, as the Elkhart Lions are going to fire off their first point of the set. Got to remind myself to, be normal and start calling these Elkhart players by their actual names. I apologize. Curry, number 4 for the Lions, back there to serve. Saved by Creech. Some athleticism showcased on that play. Bumped over by Wofford. The tip there by Mitchell. And the save attempt by Scott, but it's already Lions point. And Curry going to go back there again to serve. I know my co-broadcaster, Evan, and I kind of plugged the broadcast a little bit earlier, but make sure to tune in on Friday night. The Backyard Brawl will be broadcasted here on the Mishawaka Network. Myself and Evan will be on the call. And the Lions have now scored 3 points in a row. Their score is 6-3. Mishawaka just got to get back in rhythm here. Curry back again to serve, looking to continue this hot streak. Handled and bumped over by Copeland-Clark. Handled by Adams, set up by Creech. Adams, the soft tip, no good. Creech. Adams, and that one is going to touch the court, and it is going to be a Mishawaka point. Olivia Orr is going to check in for Copeland-Clark, and she's going to go straight to the baseline and serve for the Cavemen. Orr the serve. Nicely done. The block by Aubrey Scott, who's having herself quite the game. Your score is now 8-3. Cavemen lead by 5. Olivia Orr, the serve. Creech set up. Shoved by Adams. Spike attempt too long once again. Gorman has done that quite a few times throughout the entirety of this contest.
Absolutely.
Not something you want. Sure, she's not feeling too great about that. Maybe something to focus on in practice tomorrow. Olivia Orr, the serve, good. Control almost lost by the Lions, and it's going to result in a Cavemen point. The Cavemen now in double digits, leading by 7, and got a timeout here on our hands. Let's give our guys some practice, some more practice of going to commercials and giving ourselves a break. We'll be back with some more of set 5.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
What a nice sight on your screen right now. Evan Lynch, shout out to you for getting that shot. The volleyball girls are having a good time, and so am I. I'm lip syncing back here. You guys just couldn't hear it, sorry. Not going to put that out onto the internet. Olivia Orr is going to serve for your Cavemen. Your set score is 10-3. Olivia Orr too long on the serve. Seems unfazed, still has a smile on her face. Realizes maybe that there's still a 6-point lead that the Cavemen have right now. Back to serve, that is Mitchell. Handled by Watford. Scott shoved over, handled by the Lions, tipped over by the Lions. Save attempt by Orr, no good. As the Lions are going to cut down this Cavemen lead to 5. Gave a shout out early on in the set to people that are still here watching. Shout out to you guys watching on the stream. We appreciate it. We love providing this for you, so thank you. And please continue to do so. Set up by the Lions, recovered by Wofford, handled rather. And that one lost control by Curry. It's gonna fall near the bleachers and out of bounds. Point Cavemen. I don't know about you, Kim. I'm just watching how the Cavemen are playing right now. I can feel how badly they want to put this one away.
Oh, yeah, me too. You know, like I kind of said earlier, when the energy is there, you really feel it. And it's not just from the crowd, which I'm sure everyone can hear the crowd as the Cavemen get that point. But it's also the players' energy, and they're keeping the energy up no matter what the outcome is of that volley.
And Aubrey Scott bringing the energy and the performance today. A great showing individually for her. Ellie Adams back there to serve. Waiting for the referees to get set up, blow that whistle, and Adams is gonna let it fly. Handled barely by Curry on the Elkhart side. Bumped over. Set up by Creech. Fire, Aubrey Scott. Wow, what a performance. I mean, wow. Man, she's having herself a game. And she knows it too. Having a great time out there. Good performance. Wow, how about that? Creech gonna get the ace. 9-point lead. Score is 14-5, and you know what that means in the fifth set. Game point. Everybody's on their feet wearing Cavemen material. They're trying to put this one away. Creech falls out of bounds. They check in on the Elkhart side. We've got Fritz back there to serve, and Gorman's going to take a seat. Fritz to serve. Handled by Wofford, set up by Creech. Scott. So close, but handled by the Lions. Slapped over, handled by Orr. Bumped up by Creech. Burton, no good on the attempt. Curry bumps it up. Handled, set up. Scott, the delivery. And wow, not a very powerful, but somehow effective kill by the Lions. It just shows how when you get caught up in that energy, you got to remember to refocus and remember the task at hand. can't get lost as in the sauce, you could say. And that's it. That's going to do it as the Cavemen rush the floor. A win in 5 sets for your Mishawaka Cavemen. We're going to let the Cavemen do their celebration, and very shortly, we're going to get some Cavemen interviews. Talk to some players about how they felt about this lengthy contest. And I want to highlight something very quickly. Cassie Creech, this game and the game at home last week.
Against Marion.
Against Marion, she did not sit down once.
No,
either
she
night.
did not.
So that just shows the commitment and the spirit and the skill and the energy that she brings to the game every night. We're going to let them do their thing, and then we're actually going to bring Cassie on, hopefully, talk to her about her performance, about her team's performance, about how she feels about that long, grueling, but nevertheless satisfying win. But Cam, how do you feel about this contest and its result?
You know, I gotta say, I was on the edge of my seat for a good couple of sets there, but I am so happy to see that the result came out with a Cavemen win. I knew the girls needed it, and they're still undefeated for this season, and things shouldn't change for a while.
Cam, we're going to ask you to hold it down very quickly as I go grab Cassie Creech, if possible. We're going to be back with an interview. Just talk to the people about whatever you want to talk to them about. I'll be back.
All right. Well, Daniel is getting Cassie to go do that interview. I just want to give a big thank you to our crew. Like we talked about, the students involved with this. We also got to thank Mr. Rendell. He's out here every single day. I know I have been in his room majority of my day today trying to get everything done for you guys. He has been a big help through this all. And it looks like Daniel is ready with an interview with Aubrey Scott. Down to you, Daniel.
Thank you, Cam. I'm here with Aubrey Scott. I would argue the player of the night. Aubrey, you had a lot of highlight plays today in this long, grueling 5-set match. How do you feel with your performance tonight?
I feel really good. It definitely started off slow at the start, but as the sets went on, just the energy got picked up.
That 5th set, was so crucial to this win, obviously. You got to win the last set to win the game. You had a lot of your great plays in that set and in the final moments, too. What was going through your head? Was it just instinct, or did you know exactly what you were doing?
Honestly, all that was going through my head was put the ball down. At this point, we just had to be aggressive in order to get plays to work, and initially that's what we ended up doing.
All right, I know your time. I'm just going to ask one final question. You're a senior. You've had a great career throughout your whole time with the Mishawaka Cavemen playing high school volleyball. What do you foresee happening, and what are your expectations for this last season?
My expectations are really high for this season. This team has come a really long way. We've been working together for a really long time, so I hope as practices go on, we just continue to grow as a team.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Aubrey. Great game. Back to you guys.
All right, well, that was our interview with Aubrey Scott. It looks like the night is about done here. Let's get Daniel back up here to finish this out with me. Like I was saying, thank you to Mr. Rundle for everything that he does for the program. We saw a few people in the crowd tonight with some memorable faces. Coach Steve Anderson, that just retired, is out here tonight, and so are a lot of big faces with Mishawaka. It's been a great night for this volleyball contest.
Indeed it has, Cam. Indeed it has. By the way, when I said back to you guys, I was still talking to me and you because I ran here so fast and got back on the mic. Great interview with Aubrey Scott. Again, amazing performance by her. In that 5th set, I mean, I can't imagine how tired you had to be playing so much volleyball, especially that 3rd set going into extra points. But she still turned it on and got the job done. We're going to wrap this one up. Cavemen fans, Cavemen players, Cavemen people, just celebrate. Exciting win, exciting season to come for your Mishawaka Cavemen volleyball. Actually, before we take off, we're going to go through the broadcast schedule. Once again, we mentioned before, Friday night, backyard brawl, football, Mishawaka versus Penn. Probably the most, highly touted and well-known games in the area.
Absolutely.
I would argue. I'm biased, but
Like I said earlier, this is one of the biggest games for Mishawaka just because it's a crosstown rivalry. You know, we had it last year, but I believe we had a good 3-year hiatus between, if not more.
Yeah, actually, we had more than that, a four-year actually. But we also have coming up next week volleyball on September 3rd. They will be facing off against Warsaw. But that's all. If you want to hear more about Penn, go watch the coaches show. It'll be out on Thursday. Edited will be published on Thursday, and watch on Friday night. Please tune in. That's going to be it. Cam, is there anything else you want to add?
I don't think so.
All right, that's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. Your final score is 3-2. Cavemen win it in 5 sets. That's going to be it. Cam Stokes, Danny Phillips on the Mishawaka Network. Great job tonight, everybody. That's going to